morning, ESM. Today is Friday, April 28th, and it is a day 2.
Today we'll be talking about my spring break trip and what we both did over spring break.
We'll tell you much more after your news stories with Maddie.
Hundreds of career and technology students from around New York competed in the Skills USA competition at the fairgrounds. Students from ESM Cosmetology, Michaela Ceresi, Angela Hoffman, and Gibson Stanzik represented our school. Each participant was required to complete a set of time scales in front of trained experts who judged the students of their craft and professionalism. The students, as a part of the multi-day competition, also completed a multiple-choice skills exam, which helps to determine the winners. 52 people are facing charges of 370 crimes relating to cocaine and heroin after a 12-month investigation in central New York. The crimes include operating as a major trafficker, various counts of criminal drug sale and possession, and conspiracy charges. 30 people are believed to be in Syracuse's Bricktown gang, and 4 others are believed to be in a different gang. The defendants were arrested Wednesday and Thursday throughout multiple counties. Please stand for your Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May 1st is the deadline to submit to this year's CNY High School Film Festival. Any type of film can be submitted. Email a link to your movie at wesm@esmschools.org. The festival will be held on June 1st at the Palace Theater in Eastwood. Seniors, your baby pictures are due now to Mrs. Brazil in B5 to email to cbrazili@esmschools.org. Please submit your baby picture for the graduation slideshow as soon as possible. If a majority of the pictures are in by ESM Day, the slideshow will be presented at the senior breakfast.
So if you remember our show from last Thursday before break, I went to South Carolina for spring break.
Yeah, David, tell me all about it. Like, where did you go? What did you do? All the fun stuff that happened.
Yeah, so over break, I did go to South Carolina. We stopped at a ton of different places. My favorite was the beach. It was fantastic. It was a great trip. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. What was your favorite part of the trip? Anything like interesting that happened at all?
Well, we went to Myrtle Beach. The weather was fantastic every single day that we were there. Yeah, the water was a little bit cold because it was still spring, but it was beautiful. I mean, you can see in the picture there, it was just clear skies like that all the time.
That's so pretty. What about anything bad that happened at all, or was it all good experiences, hopefully?
Well, unfortunately, yeah, someone got stung by a jellyfish, and every single one of us got kind of sunburned. There were jellyfish everywhere, but yeah, it was fine. Everybody was okay afterward. But
yeah. Well, at least the other parts of your trip were all good, all positive, good experiences.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's definitely a memorable experience. The weather in South Carolina was a lot nicer than here, but let's see what it'll be for the week. Now I'll go to your weather with Maddie.
Oh, I see you.
At 50, but will increase to about 71 by mid-afternoon. Enjoy the sunshine while it lasts because it may rain later today. Throughout this weekend and next week, we will see many rainstorms stretch from tomorrow to next Wednesday. Temperatures this weekend will stay around the mid-60s Monday, but we'll have a high of 78. The temperatures will decrease throughout the rest of your week. I'm Maddie with your weather.
So, was there anything else that you did on your break?
Yeah, so actually the first place that we went to was the aircraft carrier. That was the really, really cool one. It was like this huge ship, and it was called the USS Yorktown. That was a view from the flight deck. They had all the planes on them. It was commissioned in World War II, and it almost fought in the Korean War. They had a ton of museums about like Vietnam and.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was interesting. That was a plane inside the aircraft, but. Yeah, it was a really, really cool experience, and it was so much history there. Yeah. And then after that, we did go to Myrtle Beach, as we said before. And then after that, we traveled actually a little bit farther north to Maryland, and we stopped at Antietam Battlefield.
That's cool.
Yeah, we saw a ton of statues. We actually took a driving tour through the battlefield, and just like it was so big.
Yeah, just to see stuff like that, honestly, just like opens your eyes a little bit.
Yeah, it was a good experience. I mean, a lot of the people that I went with had seen Gettysburg, and there were definitely a lot of comparisons to Gettysburg.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, it was a very cool thing.
Well, your vacation sounds really cool. I wish I would have gone somewhere.
So what did you do over break? How was Syracuse?
Syracuse was all right. The weather wasn't too bad. It could have been a little bit warmer, but otherwise it was fine. You know, I had my own plans. I had track practices, and I had plans with friends, and I went to some places that we mentioned on our show last Thursday before break.
That sounds nice. Sounds like you had a good time.
Yeah, but now that spring break is over, that doesn't mean that you won't have any time to do whatever you want, you know?
Yeah, the weather is supposed to be getting nicer, and that means that you should be able to spend some time outside and enjoying the weather.
You can still go to like all those places that we mentioned in our last show, like Rosemont Gifford Zoo, Green Lakes, but there's just so many things that like pop up every now and then, and it's just worth it to go check out.
Yeah, definitely. Now we'll head to your sports with Cameron.
In upcoming games, girls varsity lacrosse will play away at Homer today, and boys varsity baseball will also play away at Fulton. Good luck, ESM. The varsity boys lacrosse team lost against Homer yesterday 12-6. Lance Madonna and Dan Boland each had 2 points. The girls varsity golf team lost to Auburn 212-245 yesterday. The ESM girls 4x100 relay team of Mia Montgomery, Sammy Wysocki, Mackenzie Borden, and Marissa Grenner ran the fastest time for an ESM team at the Penn Relays, time of 51:78, placing second. I'm Karen Grable, your sports.
So that's all the time that we have for today.
Thanks everyone for tuning in to our shows this week about our travels. We hope that they were all great.
So from me, David, and everyone else at the morning show, have a wonderful day.